Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an...
What is up, SmackNPie here. Welcome back to another Dark Deception /FNAF video. Today we're gonna take a look at new update for Dark Deception, not Chapter 4, just Dark Deception and new FNAF news. It is a big one, so you know what, without wasting any more time, let us begin. So we're gonna start with Dark Deception news so we can get that out of the way, because FNAF 1, I need to explain that a little bit, so you know what, let's jump into it. So Dark Deception Twitter, Galactic Entertainment Instagram, posted this on Twitter and Instagram, where they said, and I quote, "The Dread Ducky plushie prototype at the moment almost ready." Now, y'all remember last time I told you and updated you that Vincent Living saw the prototype himself and he was like, it is almost ready, and he wants 10 of them. Now, for the first time, we are going to take a look at what it looks like. So ladies and gentlemen, right now on your screens, you have Dread Ducky, that freaking ducky, still cute, plushie prototype. As you can see from all sides, from the back side and the front side, you can also see the cone up on his head, which makes it even more cuter. The left eye is a little bit smaller, which makes it even more adorable. The only issue that I have is his hands, or their hand. I don't want to assume it's gender, so I'm just gonna call it it. But the only issue that is its hands. Other than that, I want this right now as we speak. Dark Deception also clears some confusion that, first of all, as we know that this is going to be made by a company called Makeship. They take funds, then they produce specific amount of plushies based on those funds, and then they ship those plushies, and that's it. They are not to be made anymore. So if anyone's thinking of buying them from store, no, you can't. It's only gonna be available online. And if you want official words, Dark Deception said this on Twitter: initially online only, later on we will get them into stores. This Dread Ducky plushie is limited edition and will only be made once and then never again. So if you like this one, you'll never get it again. Also, if there are any others in the future, not this one but the other ones that will be made eventually, they will be end up in Target, Walmart, GameStop, and other places like that, just like the places where you find Bendy and FNAF toys. By the way, I saw entire sister location bundle Five Nights at Freddy's, and I wanted that. Unfortunately, it was just for display. I was like, why did you even put it here, you freaking scammer? Get out of here. And last detail about this, it's that it's gonna be $24.99 US. I've also checked, they said that worldwide it's $7.50 US shipping. So keep that info in mind if you wanna know what price and the worldwide shipping cost and all of that good stuff. Some countries are not available. I've checked the list. Not every country is going to be available in that, but fairly most of them are going to be available on that. I'll try to get my hands on it. If I don't, unlucky me, I'll just wait for the physical store to get that myself. Anyways, finally, it's 8 inches, 20 centimeters size. So if anyone was interested in that, there you go. And do let me know if you're gonna buy it or not. Now, let's get to Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, on Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit, subreddit, user by the name of Duwoopasaurus, yes, they posted this. There is a new review on scottsvoices.com page. Now, this page is actually really interesting because back in the day we used to figure out, well, when I say we, I mean as in community, because I didn't make videos on this in the past. This is the first time me covering this one in specific, where we would kind of guess and theorize what character, which voice, and all that good stuff. So there are 4 that caught my attention in specific. 3 of them actually are from a couple of days ago, 15 July, and one of them is actually from this year's January. So you know what, let's go through them one by one. The first one is PJ Haywood. It is an untitled job, and he said, a pleasure as always. Now, the untitled, as you can see here, let's just say the characteristic of the character that the actor will play. And PJ Haywood, if you don't know who PJ is, you're missing out, ladies and gentlemen. He was both Michael and William Afton. You may have seen his interview with Doggo on his channel. So he's coming back, and as we know, Vanny is involved in this, so it's an obvious connection that he's going to play either Michael or William in some way. Mostly William connected to Vanny, so that's number 1. Now, the last 3, or the recent 3, are somewhat interesting. The first one is friendly but annoying Cleanbot. Now, we've had Hand Unit in sister location. We also had Candybot, but his voice was text to speech, so we're not gonna go into that. This is gonna be interesting because it is a bot, more specifically a clean bot. We know it is a security breach. Maul is gonna be involved in this. A lot of new characters, a lot of employees, a lot of areas to work around left and right. So this right here makes a lot of sense to have a clean bot like a janitor or something that plays a role in the story. So there's number one. Also, do let me know what do you think about this in specific. We're gonna go to Samantha, who played What a Sweet Kid, No Evil Intention. Now this just happened recently. A lot of people are still speculating over what this is. It is a literal 5-year-old child who's voicing in the new Security Breach. Now I'm assuming it is for the Security Breach because it is for Scott Cawthon himself. There are a lot of theories going around. Mine is, just like back in Sister Location, we've heard a little child, most specifically the Circus Baby event. We're not gonna go into that. We've had those audio lines before from a kid. This could be the same one as well. It could be someone familiar. It could be someone completely new from the mall. Do let me know what do you think and who do you think this kid is. Is this kid important to the story or someone completely new? Do we know who this person is going to be? Because I need some refreshment for FNAF lore. This is why I didn't make part 3 yet for FNAF full timeline explanation. And this final one, it is really interesting and probably the one we already know. It is Metal Femme Fatale. Now, there are only 2 characters that fit this description. You don't want to know what Femme Fatale is. To me, I'm surprised they even used this description because we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. And I know Scott Cawthon's target audience and market is not kids, but still seeing this description for Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, it shows that it is growing into a new territory. It's going a bit mature, and that is something I want from this franchise. And I know murdering kids, stuffing them in animatronics, that is not family friendly, but you get my point what I'm trying to say here. Only 2 characters fit this role. Number 1 is CHICA, GLAMROCK CHICA specifically, and ROXANNE Wolf. But since it is Metal Femme Fatale, it is definitely ROXANNE Wolf. It fits the description and the characteristic of her as we've seen in the previous leaks and the teasers, and it makes sense since we're targeting teens even within the story. It makes all the sense in the world that you would have a character like her seducing and luring, because we're not just talking about kids anymore. Security Breach is moving ahead. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on in the story. Either way, this is the new information that we have that is likely coming late this year. Just like Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, I'm more than fine with that. December 2020. Give me that release date. Either way, this was more of a FNAF video than Dark Deception. I just wanted to add plushie part into this. I thought it would make a little bit fun to talk about a plushie before we move to Five Nights at Freddy's. That rhyme. Either way, let me know if you're gonna buy the plushies, how excited you are for FNAF Security Breach. Also, who do you think these voices are? Is William returning? ROXANNE Wolf gonna have a voice? Who's that evil kid with no evil intentions? And finally, that janitor and clean bot. What is going on? Help your boy out in the comments because this is a mystery I'm interested in.